For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the turnover, it's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, it might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. A rare
misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Second down and a run by Robinson. And it's a fumble. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 2nd and 10, Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Robinson on a give right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action, now it's Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Bowden.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Again, it's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with
lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. And he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Hey, look here.
Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jerome Baker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
Oh, and two are going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Open net is Waddle complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On 2nd and 12, Tua. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Now Hill to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Tua now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tua now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Michel fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Tua going to run the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they'll get it done inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey,
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fulasana to Milliken. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw is Tua. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Robinson with another carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Lawrence.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And they're moving on to the conference.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends.